Hey there, Royal Fam, and welcome back to your safe space where we unlock the full potential of your creative powers. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Neville Goddard and his concept of living in the end. We'll explore what it means and how it can be applied to our daily lives using a relatable example. Let's get started. Who is Neville Goddard? Neville Goddard was a 20th century philosopher, author, and a spiritual teacher who believed in the power of the human imagination. He taught that our thoughts and feelings create our reality, and that by living in the end, we can manifest our desires. What does living in the end mean? Living in the end is a concept that revolves around the idea of knowing the outcome of a situation and just not worrying about the middle parts or circumstances. It's about focusing on the end result and allowing the universe to work out the details and the kinks. This way, we can manifest our desires without getting caught up on the how, which is where most people get really stuck. It's figuring out, how am I going to get something? Now let's bring this concept to a more relatable example. Like, let's say you like watching TV shows. Who doesn't like watching TV shows, right? I mean, we all have our favorite series that we probably watch over and over on Netflix or wherever, and we like watching that. So let's say you started watching a new series and you already know how it ends because you've been reading the spoilers. In fact, some people don't like reading spoilers and some people don't like to be spoiled because they like to be taken aback, or they like to have this suspenseful state of not knowing what's going to happen as they're watching it. But let's say for right now that you did read the spoilers and you do know how it's going to end. You do know what the main characters go through and you're aware of just the final outcome. So as you watch the show, you're not worried about the twists and turns, the cliffhangers, or the suspenseful moments. You can see the characters going through tough moments in the series, but you already know that at the end, the main character is going to achieve their happy ending. You're simply just enjoying the journey, knowing that at the end, the result is already determined. You already know that the main character is just going to be happy. This is what living in the end is like. So how can you apply this to your everyday life? Well, first, you need to identify your desired outcome. What is it that you truly want to manifest? Once you have a clear vision of your end goal, you can actually focus on that outcome and you just trust that it's taken care of. It's kind of like when you put an order. You already know it's going to get there. You don't really need to do anything about it. You just know it's going to get there. So you don't have to worry about the middle. You don't have to worry about the details. And everything's just working out in your favor and you're going to get it. If you're using the concept of living in the end, I want you to ask yourself a few important questions. That way, they can normalize in your thought patterns. And that way you stop going towards getting stuck in the details or getting stuck in the how. And these are the questions that I want you to ask yourself every day until it becomes normal for you. What would the me who already has their desire be thinking? What would the me who already had their desire be doing? What would the me who already had their desire be feeling? And when you answer these questions, those are the things that you're going to have to think about during the day. That way, you can saturate your mind and then you can start creating these new thought patterns that will allow you to bring your manifestation more effortlessly and keep you living in the end. And that's a wrap on Neville Goddard's concept of living in the end. By focusing on our desired outcome and trusting that everything's handled, all the details are handled, and that everything's working in our favor, we can manifest our dreams and desires without getting caught up on the how. So the next time you find yourself worrying about the journey, remember to live in the end and enjoy the process. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, do anything to interact with this content as it helps me a lot. And if you have any questions or thoughts about living in the end, feel free to leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Love you.